said, I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief, I said.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. Joey Sly's going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the hit helped set him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. Picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Has a man downfield, it's Jennings. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
Get set. 18. Box.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. Purdy setting up that play action. Catches made in close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly You set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. McCaffrey. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
53.
They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Titans, nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Julius Chestnut to return. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Get on
This our last play of the quarter.
this man. Get on this man.
Let's
Get
go
on.
now. Like the
So,
18.
you can do it. Get on.
First carry here for Tony Pollard. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. So we're through one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They are facing second down deep on their own end. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Get it.
What's going to throw here on 3rd? Got TK, complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. Ward off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running back sent in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
On the ready. Get ready. 6.
3rd and long for him here. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's That's such a bummer, Cade, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. On fourth down, Ward. Connection is made. Ioman. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. All right, here we go. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up second down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Cade, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Purdy on the play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
As a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, it's Ward. He throws deep to the left side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 19, 18.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, Ward going to the air. Ridley nicks the grab downfield. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. First down from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Chimere DK on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. First and 10.
Ready? Cowboys, Panther 60, Panther 60.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, play action. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he makes up for the penalty nicely and then some. Gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 7. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ward now. He dumps it underneath. Pollard. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready?
He's back to throw. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Ward's pass intercepted. Turnover on downs.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Outside. 53. 18. Watch out. Stop.
They toss to McCaffrey running left. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Play action now with Purdy. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Outside.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down and 5. The offense staying out there.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. George Kittle, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Another shot at this extra point here. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's DK. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. 1st and 10 here. Ward. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Looking to throw this one. Ward. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Throwing off the play fake. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And that that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but third down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Gain of 15 there. And the Titans have a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So first down from the 41. They are throwing it again. He's got Ridley here on the slant. And they bring him down around the 34.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go, shot.
Sticking to the air here. And this time they can't connect, so that's incomplete. Been favoring their back this drive. Let's see if it's going to continue now on third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ward now on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Calvin Ridley. And that brings up fourth and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He's got it to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within one score in the fourth. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Purdy setting up that play action. Hits him on the out route. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Watch out!
Now try it right with McCaffrey. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll start some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Back to throw. He brings it in. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot if you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
He's got it. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this 2-point try.
The 49ers will...
And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Niners 20, Titans 6. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ward off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
One final shot here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside. Finally, I'm happy to be. Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your #1 fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness.